Hello, what's up? What's happening? Welcome back to the Jaguars franchise. And today we got to recap Week 16. Seahawks over those Saints. Broncos over those Falcons. The G-Men fall to Washington. Panthers over the Bucks. Browns, they lose to the Ravens. The Dolphins, they beat the Buffalo Bills. The Packers continue to lose. They lose another one, this time to the Colts, 31-14. Jaguars, we handle business versus those Patriots. Then we're going to have the Lions beat the Houston Texans. And you got the Chargers over the Chiefs. Raiders lose to the Jets in overtime. Niners over the Bears. Cardinals fall to the Rams. Eagles, they lose to the Cowboys. Steelers fall to the Bengals. Those Titans in the Vince Young Bowl. Vince Young now plays for the Vikings. And the Vikings would lose that game. NFL Players of the Week, Carnell Cadillac Williams. Back-to-back NFL Player of the Week honors for him. Adelius Thomas of Washington also got it for the NFC and for the whole NFL. AFC, got two Ravens. Ellis, running back. Big time game from him. And then Dan Randolph. Big time game from him. Here goes the Houston Texans lineup. It's not that great. Not too many guys are over 85 overall on this roster. One guy who is Marcus Harrison, but he's out. Didn't get that much playing time his rookie season. Second year, close to 1,200 yards rushing. Won't get that because he will not be able to go. So Jamal Denham, he is going to get the workload today in the backfield. McEwen's still a beast at 89 overall. They got Ernest Wilford way back in the day. He was our receiver, like year 1 and 2. After that, he has been with the Chargers and now with the Houston Texans. Left guard is beat up. And they ain't got no right guard. So we should not allow anything up the gut. Right tackle is okay at 76 overall. Randolph at left end, pretty good at 89 overall. Right end, you got Mitchell. They might put one of those backup left ends at the right side. They do got Albert Haynesworth, the man in the middle. Linebacking core, not that great. Ben Taylor, 80 overall. He's going to be out. Then you got Gay at 90 overall. He is going to be out. And Gay is their only, outside of Albert Haynesworth, one of their only 90 overall plus players. So this should be a win. And that's big for us. If we lose, we're going to have the 6th seed. If we win, we're going to have the 5th seed. We would like to have the 5th seed. The 5th seed might have a better option versus whoever's the 4th seed versus the 3rd seed, who right now is the New England Patriots. And I know we just beat them, but New England has never been an easy out. And sometimes we don't get them out, if you know what I mean. So first down and 10, Denham up the gut, north and south, not messing around. Gonna gash us for a gain of 11. Play fake. Gardner takes a shot deep. Had a man open. That's Bailey down the left sideline, but he overthrows that pass badly. Denham up the gut. Andre Thomas there to lay him down. So third down and 7. Gardner has all day. Chucks it deep down the right sideline. And Johnson is there to bat that football away. So we're going to take over from our own 20-yard line, and we're going backwards. That linebacking core that says not that good gets a TFL to start things off. Now we fire it to Jackson. Makes the catch out of the backfield. And that's going to set up third down and 6. Sims has it. Sims looking left. Chucks it deep. It's going to be caught by Mr. Jackson. Move those chains. We have this ball on the other side of the 50, and then we get hit from behind. The ball is loose. Sims is down. They recover the fumble, and Sims is going to have to leave with a chest injury. So if he can't go, we'll be the Mike Harris show to end the NFL season with our backup quarterback. Not exactly how you envision things. Lee gets to the quarterback there. Loss of 3 on that sack. They run the ball with Denham, and Thomas is there yet again. Gain of just uno. Third down and 12. They throw it. That pass is caught. And that's going to be a first down. So just when you thought we about to get off the field, they convert on third down. And then there goes Hayward. Beautiful pass rush. Forces a bad pass. Gardner fires it again. And again it was Hayward. They got into there and forces another bad pass. This pass is going to be dropped. So 3 straight incompletions after they're able to pick up a first down on third down. And now Houston has to settle for a field goal. So they strike first. 3-0 is the score. Sawyer up to the 21-yard line. There's a flag down. It's going to be on the rookie Jackson. And it's going to be holding. So we go from the 22 to the 12. And from the 12, Harris is in that quarterback and a fire to Sawyer. Sawyer makes the catch. He's going to work his way up to about the 30-yard line, and that will be a fresh set of downs. You got to love the dark visors on that pass combination. Now it's going to be 1st and 10 for Harris again. Firing it to Larry Fitzgerald, and Martin steps in front of it. The first pass was beautiful. The second pass clearly was a mistake, and Houston has it in Jaguars territory. Now they're going to run the ball with Denham, breaking ankles and breaking hearts as he crosses the 30-yard line. Gain of 7 on that last play. We send a blitz, and there goes Hayward with another sack. Missed a lot of time this season with injuries, but he gets a sack there as we try again to lock up that 5th seed. Wilford makes the catch, and that's going to result in a 3 and out, but they are in field goal range, so the kick is up, and the kick is good. Houston with 6 up on the scoreboard. Sawyer from the 15 to the 20, 25, and gets dropped right there. So our formation going to attack them with the ground game, and there goes Jackson with the truck stick. Get out the way, and that's going to be a gain of 9. Give it to him here. Going to pick up 2, and that's enough to give us a fresh set of downs. So on 1st and 10, Harris steps up. Harris going to go down, sacked on the play. Houston just sent 3 men, and they get past our brick wall. I guess it wasn't a brick wall after all, but that pass is caught by Chad Jackson, and that will move the chain. 7 seconds to go in the first quarter. We get hit, but we find Sawyer, and that's going to put us on the other side of the 50 to start the second quarter of play. So Houston up by 6. They have really nothing to play for. If they win, that might hurt them in the long run as far as draft positioning goes. 3rd down and 8. Harris surveys the field. Harris going to roll left now, throws it to Jackson, and that pass is broken up. And we got to punt this one back to Houston. So Houston's been doing it on defense and offense. And there goes our all-world free safety number 21, who was 99 overall. Prescott comes up from the safety spot to bring him down, and then Denham up the gut, nice and easy, for a gain of around 10. So 3rd down and 1, they throw it. McEwen makes the catch, and that's going to result in a 1st down. Move those chains as they cross midfield. Garner throws this one over the middle, and a big hit by Johnson. And they're going to call it pass interference. And now Johnson is hurt. We got a little bit too hit stick happy back there. And now it's going to be 1st and 10. Houston up by 6 now in prime position to score again. But that pass is nearly intercepted, but Paul Pruitt can't secure the catch. That pass was just an Aflac duck. And now it's going to be 3rd down and 10. 3-man rush. Garner throws it. Caught by Bailey. Thomas unloads on him. And they got to set up for a field goal. The kick is up, and the kick is good. So 3 scoring drives for Houston, but all field goals. So we have a chance still, but we got to get our act right, and we got to get it right now. 1st down and 10. Harris looking for Fitzgerald. Makes the catch right there. Able to run after the catch for a 1st down. And now it's going to be A.J. Cherry, who's a little bit shaken up. So they're already thin on defense, and now the secondary gets thinner. Looking downfield, Harris has a man open. That Sawyer makes the catch, gets chopped down as he crosses the 40-yard line. Can this drive end with some points? Taking a shot deep, looking for Fitzgerald, man-on-man coverage, and that pass will be broken up. We're going to run the ball with Jackson. He breaks a tackle and gets brought down at the 30-yard line. So 3rd down, they run commit. Harris is going to escape the pocket. He can run it if he wants to. He does, and he will pick up a 1st down, and he walks right out of bounds. Now we fire it to the left side, to the right side, and that's going to be caught by Mercedes Lewis. And Lewis takes it down to the 10. So a beautiful drive as we get this one inside the 5 now, and Jackson gets dropped before he can cross the goal line. 2nd down and 2. We could technically get a 1st down without getting a touchdown, but we want the whole enchilada. Jackson up the gut, refusing to be denied. Brandon pulls finally to bring him down, but after we cross the goal line. So touchdown for the Jaguars. We find ourselves down by 2. Garner fires this one to the right. That pass going to be caught, and that will be a gain of around 7, make it 8 yards. 2nd down, 2 yards to go. Garner fires it. Caught again. I thought Prescott had a chance at the interception. Garner surveys the field, throws it. It's going to be tipped and then caught by Bailey. He couldn't secure the catch initially, but he stuck with it, and he was eventually able to hang on to that football. And that's going to be another chain mover for the Houston Texans. Garner is 7 of 14 so far today. Garner with time, fires it to the right side, caught by Denham out of the backfield. There goes a legal big hit, but also pass interference on Evan Lee. So they get half the distance to the goal line. So first and goal from the 6-yard line. Garner fires it, caught, and they're unable to get this one in the end zone. Prescott saves a touchdown. They go with a play fake. Gardner pump faking, has all day, throws on the run, caught by Ricks. Touchdown Houston. He had time to rearrange his closet, do some online shopping, and then he finds Ricks in the back of the end zone. So Houston scores their first touchdown, and now it's 16-7 with 1:31 on the clock. Harris looking downfield, gonna fire this one to Jackson. That pass caught, but they're not gonna say he got both feet in bounds, so it's gonna be incomplete. Second down and 10. Harris launches it deep to Chad Jackson, and he drops a touchdown. They had a linebacker on him. No linebacker in the league can stick with him with all that speed, but he's unable to secure the catch. We do find Fitzgerald, and he does make the catch, but now Poole is going to be shaken up. So we have this thing inside Houston territory. Can we strike before the half is up? That pass dropped, this time by Jake Jackson. Going back to Larry Fitzgerald, he might be the only receiver that we can trust in these situations. And now Mike Harris is shaken up. So we're going to have to go with the one-time Denver Broncos quarterback in Harrison. Harrison throws it to a wide-open Mills, and Mills crosses the goal line. Touchdown Jacksonville. It doesn't matter who's at quarterback. Mills makes the catch. Harrison put it on the money, and then Mills does the rest. The PAT is up and good, and it's going to be a 16-14 ball game with a minute on the clock. Fleming breaks a tackle. Then he gets brought down by Jackson, the middle linebacker, who had a holding call earlier. That pass going to be caught, but incomplete. Looking for Bailey. Second down and 10. Garner, right side, chucking it, and that pass nearly intercepted. Third down and 10. They're going to spread things out. We come out with our dime defense. Garner under pressure as we get the sack. It was Reggie Hayward. I believe that's his first 2-sack game of the season. Sawyer on the punt return gets popped, coughs it up, and now Poole is going to take it to the crib. Just when you thought it was safe to come outside, Houston is they're making it rain still. So 23-14 now. Sawyer with a nice stiff arm as he takes him up to the 22-yard line. We got 26 seconds on the clock and one timeout. Harris under pressure, and Harris goes down. 16 seconds to work with. Harris taking a shot deep, looking for Jackson, and that pass is going to be picked off by Cherry. Cherry to the 40, to the 45. In the Jaguars territory, inside the 30, and finally forced out of bounds by Harris with 3 seconds on the clock. They're in field goal range, and they're going to tack on 3 more points. So a 12-point lead for the Houston Texans as it's 26-14. Thank goodness that play was end of the first half. We have a quick turnaround. Hopefully we can forget that last play and start the second half with the bang. Harris going to take a shot deep, looking for Chad Jackson, and this time he makes the catch, and he is gone. Chad Jackson had a linebacker on him again. We recognized it. Harris threw a perfect pass, and this time Mr. Jackson makes the catch and proceeds to get into the end zone. So we find ourselves down 21-26. So a 5-point lead for Houston. Gardner surveys the field. Garner throws it up, looking for Denham out the backfield, and I didn't know what to do in that situation. So the animation wasn't going to be good. The decision to go for the interception wasn't good, and it's a first down for Houston. They run the ball right into the teeth of the defense, and now Thomas is shaken up. Garner surveys the field, going to fire this one. It's going to be caught just above that field turf, but it was a good catch in the first down. We get some more pressure. Mr. Reggie Hayward back at it again. Second down and 10. We send the blitz. They pick it up until they don't, and we're able to get to the quarterback and place a hit on him, and that knocks the ball loose, and then we do get the sack. So we have back-to-back pressures, and then on third down, Evan Lee gets in there for the sack, and now Houston looks to take an 8-point lead as the kick is up, and the kick is good. So Houston is up 29-21 in this one. Sawyer going to take it up past the 20-yard line. First down and 10. Harris has it, throws it to the flat, caught by Jackson. Jackson turns the corner and gets brought down at around the 30-yard line. Second down and inches, we give it to Jackson here. and he will pick up a first down going north and south. I formation, first down and 10. Harris looking for Sawyer, gets popped, but Sawyer is able to make the catch. Second down and 4. Harris back to Jackson up the gut. Gets brought down by Poole and has a first down in his back pocket. Harris surveys the field. He's a little bit under pressure. Throws a strike caught by Fitzgerald. That quick release came in handy there. So first down and 10 as we cross the 30-yard line. Play fake. Looking downfield for Fitzgerald. Makes the catch and brought down at the 5-yard line. The play fake was good. The protection lasted just long enough for us to get the ball to Fitzgerald. So it's first and goal. We're going to run the ball with Jackson, and they knife in there for the stop. I believe that was Mitchell. Harris throwing it to Fitzgerald at the goal line, and they stop him at the 1. So third and goal, we're going to run the ball with Jackson, and we're unable to get across the goal line. We're going to go for it, and on fourth and goal, Jackson gets denied. Houston sets up a brick wall, and they stop us from getting any points on that drive. They take over Denham to the outside, and that's where they need to be running it. The guard situation, not the greatest. Right tackle, left tackle, probably the best offensive lineman on the roster outside of their center. Third down and 2. They haven't converted on third down, and that's going to remain the same as we force a 3 and out. Sawyer from his own 40, a beautiful punt. Punt goes about 60 yards as we do get it at around the 40-yard line and then cross midfield. So we are in Houston territory as Fitzgerald makes the catch, and we're back inside the Houston 25, and Poole is shaken up yet again. Harris fires it to the right side, caught by Fitzgerald, who breaks the tackle, and that will be a first down. On first and 10, Harris looking downfield, steps up in the pocket, finds Sawyer, makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Jaguars. And we do replace the missed opportunity with a good opportunity there. Right? I mean, hey, we do score. Now, we did kick the PAT. We could have went for 2 to try to tie it. I didn't want to miss the PAT, and then they score a touchdown, and then we're down by 9. If that makes sense. You might disagree with that logic, and you're more than welcome to disagree with it, but I didn't want to risk not getting it after we couldn't punch it in from the goal line running the football on our last possession. But there goes Denham all the way up to the first down marker. Will that be a first down? It is. They get the ball to Denham again, and he's going to pick up a gain of around 2, make it 4 yards. Second down and 6. They run the ball one more time. Johnson is there for the stop, and Houston has another first down. Denham up the gut. Gonna get brought down by Paul Pruitt. And it's second down and 8. We come out in the nickel defense and they gash us with Waller. Waller takes it inside the 20. Can our defense get a stop? They get the ball to Waller again. Thomas can't catch him, but Johnson will bring him down with a big hit as they pick up a gain of 6. And then Thomas gets to Denham, and now he's shaken up. Thomas laying the lumber there. Third down, 4 yards ago with 5:53 on the clock. They're going to run the ball Waller again, and this defense was all over it. They saw it coming a mile away. So they will settle for a field goal. Kicker's up, kicker's good. Now, obviously, the flip side is if we go for 2 and we get it, we're only down by 3. But now being down by 4, that forces us to get a touchdown. So first down and 10, 32-28 is the score. Going to run the ball with Jackson, who's had a fantastic game. We're not going up against one of the better defensive line outside of Albert Haynesworth. Defensive line leaves much to be desired. And even Albert Haynesworth at time leaves much to be desired. Harris looking downfield on third down. Is going to tuck it and run it. Takes the hit by Mitchell, but has a first down as he gets up to the 40-yard line. Harris looking for Fitzgerald again. Put him in the slot, and he's trouble as he takes this one up to the 41-yard line. I formation, give it to Jackson, and Jackson, does he get across the line of scrimmage? He does, but just barely. Second down and 9. We find Jackson in the flat, breaks a tackle, and now it will be third down. Third down and 3. Harris looking, throws it to Lewis. He gets hit, and the ball comes loose. So fourth and 3. Harris looking downfield, and that pass intended for Fitzgerald will be broken up by Mitchell. Minute 53 on the clock. 6th seed or 5th seed is on the line. Losing a good draft spot might be on the line for the Houston Texans, but they don't care. You play to win the game, and that's exactly what they're trying to do as they pick up a first down, and we only have 1 timeout left. But then they go to the air, and we're able to bat it away. A pick would have been lovely, but the drop pass or the incomplete pass makes them stop the clock. They run the ball, and Houston has an injury, so that stops the clock. So we still have our timeout. They run the ball with Fleming, and we stopped their fullback. Get your fullbacks involved. And now they got to set up for a field goal. Kick is up, kick is good, and now we find ourselves down by 7. All right, so 35-28 is the score. Minute 32 on the clock. We have no timeouts. We need a touchdown. Mike Harris out of LSU. Could he be the heir apparent to Chris Sims, who has 1 year left on his deal? Or do we trade Harris and keep Sims? That's the question we have to answer in the offseason. Hopefully there's a lot of football before that decision has to be made. That pass caught by Jackson out of the backfield, first down. This pass caught by Fitzgerald out of the slot, and that's going to be a first down, and we have to, no, they burn a timeout as now Mitchell is shaken up. So Harris looking for Jackson. That pass is caught, and that will be a first down with a minute 01 on the clock. Pump faking is Harris, throwing it back to Jackson out of the backfield, and Jake Jackson having himself a beautiful game catching the football. Harris under pressure, and down he goes. Sacked on the play. Third down and 11. Harris steps up, throwing it to Lewis. That pass is broken up. 4th and 11. Can we keep our hopes alive? And we threw it where we shouldn't have. It should have went deep. It should have went to Jackson, Sawyer, or Lewis, the man in the middle. So some bad reads, some bad breaks, and we end up losing our last game of the season. But hopefully next week won't be our last game of the season. So we are the 6th seed, and as I mentioned in our last episode, it might lead to another matchup versus the Patriots, and that's exactly what happened. We are 10-6. We would have went 11-5. We would have probably swapped places with the Dolphins. But hey, that's not what happened. So the Dolphins will be taking on the Bengals. I think the Bengals might be an easier matchup for us. The Patriots, they're top 10 basically in everything except for pass defense. Chris Sims will be back for next week's game. He was just out for the week, or just out for our game for the Houston Texans. He will be back next week, and hopefully he doesn't have to leave, and hopefully he balls out. But that's going to do it. I will see you for the wild card week, and I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. I do hope that the rest of your day is the best of your day. And until we meet again, my friends, peace, love. Hot sauce.